Good morning, brothers and sisters. Did you have the hymn singing and worshipping? Did you have the thanksgiving? Have you lifted up your head to look at the sky? Have you smiled to the Lord and Abba, or give them a kiss? All the expressions of love, all the responses to God will make the Lord and Abba very happy. And remember, we shall shout for joy as well. We shall respond to God with faith, even in the environment or the atmosphere are not the best. But if we still shout for joy with faith, Abba and the Lord will admire us so much. This is the manner of Abba's child. Brothers and sisters, we are the winners. We shall shout for joy always. Lift up our head, clap our hands, for we are not the one who fall back or degrading. We are the fellow heirs with the Lord to inherit all things. And every one of us can satisfy the Lord's heart. The infinite Lord, His name is I am who I am. But His heart really rejoices because of us. He is truly happy and satisfied because of us. And these are the facts that many Christians cannot accept or believe. How precious the Lord has opened our spiritual eye to understand that we can satisfy Him the most. The verses I'd like to share with you is in the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 7, verse 9. And it said, "When Jesus heard these things, He marveled at Him, and turning to the crowd that followed Him, said, I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith." These words, if you may all know, this was the praising from the Lord when He spoke to a centurion. You can pay special attention, but said the word, "And let my servant be healed." When Jesus heard these things, and He marveled at Him. The word marveled in the scripture was amazed or astonished. That means the Lord was shocked by this centurion. He was surprised, astonished by this centurion. In modern words, wow, what a man! He's really something. For he haven't seen a man who has such faith like him in Israel. He was amazed, and this amazement was not the odd feeling. I believe this was a happy surprise to the Lord. The Lord was really amazed by this centurion. So you can see his faith really gives the Lord the feeling of great joy and satisfaction. Actually, what else can make God to have a joyous heart? In the Gospel according to Luke chapter 15, recorded as the lost son returned home. In verse 23 it said, "And bring the fattened calf and killed it, and let us eat and celebrate." So you can see when the lost son went back to the bosom of the father was so happy, and he even killed the calf to eat and celebrate. And also in chapter 15, verse 32, "It was fitting to celebrate and be glad, for this your brother was dead and is alive. He was lost and is found." It was so reasonable. Abba is truly happy for us. And as you may remember, the Lord mentioned that Mary offered the ointment to the Lord. The Lord said, "She has done a beautiful thing, and what she has done will be told wherever in the whole world." On the other hand, how John addressed himself, he named himself the disciple whom Jesus loved, the one who also had leaned back against him. The other things which can make the Lord happy and satisfy is the expression of love from men, the response of love from men. Thirdly, what can satisfy the heart of the Lord is to do God's will from the heart. A man who stayed close to Him, just like David. The Bible described him as the man after God's heart. What was his characteristic? He drew near God, and he knew what God really wants. He earnestly did the will of God. Finally, what can satisfy God's heart and make him happy is the person with faith. You see, the Lord was amazed by the centurion. In the Song of Solomon it said, "You have captivated my heart with one glance of your eyes." The Lord even said, "Turn away your eyes from me, for they overwhelm me." These words talked about the spiritual eye can captivate the Lord's heart. Brothers and sisters, we really cannot understand how great is His joy over us, how much He enjoys our response to Him, how much He treasures our love to Him. And we cannot imagine He is the infinite Lord, but His heart is the most happiest and most satisfied for us. Brothers and sisters, we can satisfy the Lord. There were few points which I have mentioned. I hope we can do it together to be the person who satisfies the Lord's heart. After I have married, I haven't thought of having kids. I had many thoughts. One of them was I didn't think that I was suitable to be a father. So I don't want to have children. I was afraid I have less time to pursue the Lord. I might be busy to take care of my families, then I didn't have enough time to read the Bible. I was afraid I couldn't serve the Lord or went overseas if I have a family. I also afraid of exhausting and frustrating if I have a family. But I end up have 3 kids. What do you think of me now? Am I happy? How about I tell you a story? It has expressed my feeling in my heart. And this was the story. There was a mother. Her husband went for a business trip. Her son got a bad cold. Her classmate in the university came to visit her during her vacation. She was staying in her place, and it was time to go back. Her classmate said to her, "I saw you were so busy during these few days. You didn't have any time for yourself. If I will get married, I don't think I will have kids." And this mother said, "Well, what did you see?" Her classmate replied, "You were so busy all day long for the meals, preparing the meals and to cook for him. You are worse than a nanny. That's not it. You're running around to take him to school and fetch him from school just like a robot. And he got sick. You have to wake up and give him the medicine. You can't even sleep well. You were so pretty in the past, but now look at you. You're just a mess now. Look at the wrinkles on your face and the dark circles. You look so tired, and you gave your all to your family." Her classmate was signing. "Woman, at our golden age, is dedicating to Him. What is the fun out of it? Look at me. I'm carefree of my working. I'm enjoying my life and go wherever I want. I'm carefree and have so much fun." Then the mother smiled and said, "You can see everything, but you cannot see my happiness and my joy." Her classmate has her eye wide open and said, "Don't fool yourself." Then the mother said, "My son tasted the chicken wing while he was in the kindergarten for the first time. That was when he was 2.5 years old. He had finished only half of his chicken wing and left the other half on the pocket of his school pants. He said, "I have to bring it back to my mum and eat it, for it was so tasty." I still remember the sting in her pants, but my heart was so warm. Then she continued, "When I went out with my son, he was a little young man. He stood at my right-hand side and said, 'Mom, you're wearing glasses, but my eyesight is good. Let me protect you. You have to be careful when you go across the road. I have to ask the cars to give way to you for crossing.' Then I thought I was a royal queen, that everybody is respectful to me." The classmate said, "Oh, I admire you, Your Highness." The mother said, "I remember in May last year, my son didn't come home, though it was so late. Then I went out and looked for him. He was under that jacaranda, blooms in the garden. He was writing in a piece of paper on the tree. He wrote on every tree. Do you know what he was doing? He told me, 'Today is the Mother's Day. I don't have any money to buy a carnation to you. I came here. The flowers bloomed and it was beautiful.' My son wrote something on the tree. What did he write? He wrote as, 'These are the flowers I give to my mum. It have to bloom very nice. Please do not pick the flowers.' So he wrote a piece of paper and put it on each tree one by one. This was the best gift that I have ever received in my life on Mother's Day." The mother continued, "Just at the hospital at the front, I went to have the blood test with my son. When the doctor told me my blood group and my son's are the same, he jumped up and shouted joyously and said, 'That's great! If my mother got sick or injured, I can give blood to her. That's really wonderful.' The doctor and other patients were very touched and said to me, 'You're so blessed, for you has a son like him.' Her classmate has tears in her eyes. The mother said, 'You didn't see while I was busy, but at the same time, I have tasted many sweetness for my son. You cannot taste the deepest warmth in my heart, but you must believe me, for the satisfaction that I have gained from my son is incomparable to what this world can give.' Her friend nods her head earnestly. She agreed and smiled. Brothers and sisters, if you and I know how satisfied and how happy is the Lord for you and me, I believe you'll be amazed as well. You'll be touched that we can satisfy the Lord the most, and we can give him the greatest joy. Brothers and sisters, let's satisfy the Lord's heart by our life, so that Abba and the Lord are the happiest for us. May the Lord bless us all.